Hi, I'm Steve Schwartz, co-founder of Unrivaled. In today's Beyond the Scoreboard, we're visiting with Leslie Nixon, Senior Director of Community Affairs for the Miami Dolphins. Hey, Leslie, thank you for joining us on Beyond the Scoreboard.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. We're really looking forward to hearing about the food relief program launched by the Miami Dolphins Foundation. The program recently launched this past June and has already contributed over 41,000 meals. That's astounding. Can you explain to sports fans nationwide what the program is, how it's working, and what the goals are?
Absolutely. So I want to start off with the Miami Dolphins community mission, which is leveraging the power of sports and entertainment to inspire a healthier, more educated, and united South Florida community. So it's important to note that health has always been a pillar of our community programs. And with this, we realize that food insecurity has been a major problem in the South Florida community. And food insecurity is one of the issues that has been escalated because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Just last week, I was reading a story that said that South Florida was #1 in the nation in food insecurity. And this week, we're only second behind Houston. So you can imagine that the food relief program that we're having is truly serving a need that our community has. So since this pandemic has started, we have done actually a number of food relief programs through Stephen Ross, our owner, and our CEO, Tom Garfinkel. The first thing that we did was we actually donated $500,000 to Feeding South Florida, our local food bank, our Dade and Broward schools that are helping to feed children who are food insecure, that were wondering where they were going to receive their next meal from since they weren't having their breakfast and lunch being served in school, as well as Miami Gardens, where Hard Rock Stadium is located. As the pandemic continued to evolve, we realized that we needed to continue doing more. So we worked with our alumni, a couple of them who are restaurateurs, and we're able to work with them in nonprofit organizations to actually host local food distributions with our Dolphins alumni restaurateurs providing the meals. We also work with Truist to help reemploy our local food truck industry by scheduling food deliveries through our nonprofit and faith-based organization partners who are helping to distribute food to the food insecure in our community. Ultimately, our owner, Mr. Ross and Mr. Garfinkel, realized that the impacts of the economy shutting down was going to be longstanding in South Florida community. And so they wanted to create a program that was going to be there for the long haul to help with the rebuilding process. And so that's where we came up with the Miami Dolphins Food Relief Program, which is a year-long program serving 1,000 meals daily to our community, helping those who are facing food insecurity.
It sounds like the food relief program has quite the background already, and it's making a huge impact. Like I said, already like 41,000, I think. Is that the latest number, 41,000 meals served already?
We're actually over 50,000 now.
Wow, 50,000 meals served already, and you just started June 1st. That clearly requires a ton of work, a ton of coordination, and a lot of money. Why are the Miami Dolphins even getting involved in this?
It's a great question. Our president, Mr. Tom Garfinkel, has always said that the Miami Dolphins are a results-based organization with heart. And there's no better way for us to show our heart and our love for our South Florida community than supporting the rebuilding efforts after a disaster, whether that be a hurricane or, in this case, a pandemic. Additionally, you see the heart of Mr. Ross in committing over $2 million for this program, as well as providing an additional $1 million for a match campaign that's being run through the Miami Dolphins Foundation. Our goals for this program are very simple. First off, we're just trying to affiliate the people who are food insecure in the South Florida community. It is a high need right now and something that's very simple that we as the Miami Dolphins who are vested in this community can help support. Second, we want to reemploy staff. As you know, South Florida is a mecca for events and so is Hard Rock Stadium. But with the pandemic, we have not been able to host any of them and several of our staff have been placed out of work. And so by allowing us to have this program, we are reemploying our staff who are working through Centerplate, who are helping to cook and prepare the meals, as well as parking and our guest services staff who are actually running the food distribution. So we're getting them back to work. And lastly, we want to provide a source of revenue to our local minority-owned restaurants. Our minority-owned restaurants support us on the weekends by providing food for our localized distributions that we do. So through this program, we're able to provide them with revenue and support that they're going to need to help us rebuilding this community.
I tell you what, it sounds like with a big effort like this, you need a lot of partners. And you mentioned a few there, like Centerplate and some restaurant partners, but are there some specific ones that are really key to making this happen that we should know about?
Absolutely. First off, I'd like to thank the Lennar Corporation. They have been a valued partner of the Miami Dolphins Foundation for a very long time, but they saw this program and what we were doing and decided to contribute $1 million to support this program. So we are so grateful and thankful for them for recognizing the importance of the work that we're doing. Obviously, I mentioned Centerplate, who's the one that's cooking the food for us, which is super important because without them, we're not able to help distribute those meals. I want to also thank over 20 minority restaurants that we've worked with so far, and the number keeps growing. So thanking all of our minority restaurateurs who are assisting us in cooking these meals that we are distributing on the weekends. And distributing on the weekends would not be possible without the charitable and faith-based organizations that we are working with. There's so many numerous ones to count with, but we just appreciate all of their support because they're the ones that have been identifying those families that are in need and are doing that direct distribution to make sure that they're getting either the vouchers for our Monday through Friday food program to those families or taking food directly to them because they may be homebound or lacking transportation. So they are very key to this program. And lastly, Miami-Dade and Broward schools, who are also a partner of ours, and they receive meals from our program and help distribute it to the communities that they serve as well. So we're super appreciative of being able to support their food relief efforts as well.
Excellent. And Leslie, for the families who need this kind of relief, how are they finding out about the program? And then how are they registering to get that relief?
So we have provided our information to local news outlets that have their listings about how people may be able to receive food or food distributions given the pandemic. Additionally, you can visit our website, which is dolphins.com/meals for more information about how you can receive a voucher or participate in one of the localized weekend distributions.
Gotcha. Okay, good. And then also, Leslie, obviously, this is a very heartwarming, inspiring story from the Dolphins and what you guys are doing down there in Miami. And I don't think you have to be a Dolphins fan or actually even live in South Florida to maybe want to get involved. Sports fans like myself out here, say in Seattle, if we wanted to get involved and support the food relief program that the Dolphins are doing, how would sports fans from across the country get involved and participate? Where should we go?
We appreciate all support that we can possibly have for this program. As I mentioned, the need is great and it's just getting greater as these pandemic numbers continue to increase. So anyone who's looking to support the program can visit our website at dolphins.com/meals. Again, it's dolphins.com/meals to be able to donate. And we appreciate your donation of any kind to help us with this program and to feed those who are food insecure.
And as you mentioned, I think earlier that there is a match campaign currently going on.
Yes. Mr. Ross has put up an additional $1 million. So if we're able to raise $1 million through sports fans alike to be able to contribute and support this cause, he will then match that money to provide another $1 million of relief. So again, he's already committed $2 million through this match campaign. There would be another $2 million with the donation from Lennar. You'd have another $1 million. So this could be a $5 million program.
Outstanding. Excellent. Hey, Leslie, thank you for joining us on Beyond the Scoreboard. And thank you for all the great work that you and the Dolphins are doing with the food relief program. We as sports fans sincerely appreciate the team's community impact beyond the playing field.
I thank you so much for allowing me this opportunity to share the great work that we're doing in the community and for allowing me to share how people can support the efforts that we're doing. Thank you so much for having me.
Please stay healthy and stay safe down there.
Same to you.